My name is Dean Takahashi. I'm the lead writer for GamesBeat at VentureBeat. I've been at VentureBeat for about 10 years. I've been writing about games as business stories and reviewing them for about 22 years, and writing about tech news as well for 27 years.
Hi, my name is Nicolas Arqueros. I'm the CTO of Emurgo.
Hi, I'm Yosuke Yoshida. I'm Executive Director of Emurgo Japan.
So I'm the founder of Brave and the Basic Attention Token. We're trying to reform the way the web is funded, which consists of people, users of browsers, advertisers, and publishers. We're trying to put them together in a clean system that's based on consent and privacy by design. This is kind of the opposite of Google and Facebook and others. And before that, it was all in Firefox, and then I did JavaScript in 10 days in May 1995. I'm still paying for it.
You invented it in 10 days?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the kid brother language to Java. Eventually it took over the browser and even went to the server with Node.js and other things. So it's still increasing. It's like the #1 language on Stack Exchange and GitHub. Red Monk.
Hi, I'm Boris Reznikov, Director of Partnerships at Interstellar.
Hi, everyone. My name is Roy Liu. I'm a head of a BD for Tron. So just so you know, Tron, we're here in San Francisco. We're on this Howard and Beale. So looking forward to meet everyone here.
I'm Mikko Ohtama, the CTO of a company called Token Market. We are the #1 ICO advisory company and platform, at least in Europe. I don't know if globally. We have done 30 ICOs, raised $350 million USD for our clients. Wow. And now we are moving to a security space. So we are now starting to issue out regulated securities, tokenized equity. At the moment we are in UK, in FCA sandbox. And we are also in principle licensed in Gibraltar for DLT activities, which basically means cryptocurrencies, blockchains, and stuff like that.
I'm Fred Leung. I'm the CEO of IoTW.
Hi, I'm Tony Chan. I'm CFO of IoTW.
So my name is Anna Peccary, and I am an economist, and I do business consulting specialized in taxation and crypto taxation.
Well, I cover a lot of trends and sort of startup crazes that generate a lot of investment, and so always kind of on the lookout for what's the next hot thing. And blockchain kept coming up every week or every day, and so sometimes it's other things. It's virtual reality, it's augmented reality, it's all kinds of esports news or whatever. But blockchain and cryptocurrency has been pretty big now for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm super excited about how the some of the applications have resolved or are attempting to resolve some of the inefficiencies that are being brought up in the ecosystem today. The projects today are going up against some incumbents in the internet era, and I think that's real exciting.
So basically, Cardano is working in bringing a smart contract platform that's secure. And this is going to open up a lot of possibilities in finance, which is they really worry about security. And in Emurgo, our specific mission is to bring really interesting projects to the Cardano platform. And we have been working really closely with some really interesting projects. And even we just opened an accelerator program here in New York together with SOSV. And one of our main focuses is actually here in finance, and we think that New York is perfect because they have a really strong fintech scene.
Yes, and from my side, I'm working on the ICO projects, and next year when our smart contract will be launched, we hope there's going to be many projects based on Cardano.
So to make the token have a future that goes beyond a unit of account, we need to get users, we need to have utility on a platform. That platform is partly on-chain and partly in the Brave browser, can be in other apps in the future. That's on our roadmap. And it's partly with settlement partners like Uphold, because a lot of the publishers that are already on board with us want to get paid in fiat, so they want to exchange. And that needs a bank-like entity. It could be in the future a Coinbase, a Revolut, any number of partners. So it's not exclusive, but Uphold's been great for us. BAT has been listed on a lot of exchanges just organically. We've never paid to list, and that's given us good liquidity that helps people exchange when they want to get fiat out, for instance.
Yeah, so Interstellar is a fairly new entity that is the result of the merger of Lightyear and Chain.com. Interstellar commercializes and supports the best and most high-quality projects that are building on the Stellar protocol, and we're also creating some products of our own. So the first and foremost example of that is StellarX.com, which is a professional-grade trading interface for the Stellar decentralized exchange.
World domination. Decentralize the internet. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the end game we're shooting for, right? But we realize that there's several things that's super important. Number one is the product, the key product. The product has always been the key to us, right? Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, he's being really keen on making the best user experiences possible. So product, that's the key. Number two, community. That's why we have a team here in San Francisco downtown, where we can support the first-hand experience, hands-on, to help our developers, to meetups, and do different events. That's why we are here in San Francisco. And three is in terms of partners. That's where I come in. Partners in terms of how we can work with the partners within the blockchain ecosystem, but also outside the blockchain ecosystem, so that we can bring blockchain to mass market.
Yeah. So I started. I'm co-founder of Token Market, so I started with Bitcoin in 2013. I was CTO for one of the early Bitcoin exchange startups. Then we started Token Market late 2016. There I was also kind of lucky with timing. So I was advisor of a token called First Blood. It was a third ICO done on Ethereum. So you had an Okur, then you had a Tedao that kind of sucked, and First Blood was the third one. So we were in the market a little bit earlier than anybody else. So already in 2016 we were operational, and then we formally started to work 2017 as a company, because we saw that this ICO thing actually has something in it.
The blockchain space, the biggest problem is deployment. The goal of the company is bring blockchain to every single household through IoT devices.
Yeah, we have a simple IoT blockchain setup that is different from the other IoT applications. That we're purely software driven. We don't need devices to add additional hardware, like a specialized chipset that will add a cost. We're totally software driven, so we don't need any changes in the IoT devices. It's easy to plug and play. Yeah, so it's easier for households to adopt our blockchain.
Well, not so much in blockchain per se, but I do crypto taxation, which means that I consult people and companies how to pay their taxes efficiently and where and how much. So basically the biggest problem with crypto taxation right now is that the regulation and legislations, they're so different depending on the countries, on the states, like everywhere. And taxation is hard enough, but when you add the new element of the crypto taxation, even the tax people, many of them do not know how to handle it. So there's like countries where you can get taxed as capital gain or as an income or as a currency sales, and it's a little bit like Russian roulette. So what I'm trying to do with my clients, I try to help them to understand how they should pay the taxes, where they should pay the taxes, and how much. And in some cases, of course, not tax avoidance, I never do that, but tax optimization, because that's also one critical part of taxation. And right now I'm writing an article actually about trying to get this overall picture about worldwide problems in crypto taxation and what is the landscape of it as it is regulatory and legislative wise, and of course in tax law as well.
I was going to bet. I was, impressed with the projects that each entrepreneur was taking on here. Like they were not small startups. They were ambitious people who wanted to totally disrupt the status quo and completely blow away existing things that you don't think can be beat right now, like with the Chrome browser or the banks, international banks, or other well-established categories of business. But that's what blockchain and crypto can help companies do. So.
Any questions you wish you would have asked that now that you had a few more minutes to think about when you're up there as an MC?
I think one that's always good is what was your aha moment for when you thought, hey, I get this, I got it, I want to commit myself to it, and I want to start running down in this direction. Why did you get into crypto or blockchain?
I think it was great. I think, like I mentioned, the folks were talking a lot about the use of their tokens. They were talking about, beyond scaling and beyond the technical challenges. The thing about technology is, we've been through the internet age where, you've got your AOL where you had the dial-up. Then over time, the speed and efficiency of the connection evolved, right? But then the applications at the same time needs to evolve as well. So that's what we were focused on here is how do we highlight some of the projects that we see that actually have use cases and things that actually can deliver on the promise of decentralized architecture.
It was pretty good, and something that I think really interesting about OKCoin is that for us in Cardano, we really care about developers, and the goal of OKCoin resonates with us because bringing fiat, the most amount of fiat parents in the world, is important because that is going to facilitate bringing developers to Cardano. And at the end, the value of the network depends on the developers and the apps there is, because you can think this something similar to the App Store and the iPhone ecosystem. So if you even have like a really cool operation system with really cool hardware, you need like the apps that bring value to the network. So that's why for us it's important to partner with OKCoin. So we are going to be present with pairs in like multiple countries.
Yes, it was definitely a very good opportunity for Cardano and Emergo to be known to everyone, and also the other projects, Stellar and Brave, was also interesting. Yeah.
It was good. I was glad to meet a Cardano principal because I'm kind of a fan of the formal methods approach. I know some of the professors that are involved, like Phil Wadler, and it was also good because I knew someone at Mozilla who I helped develop the Rust programming language, and they're using that in Cardano. And that a person ended up working on Stellar for a while after Mozilla. So it was great to meet Boris also.
It was a great event, good turnout. I really liked the composition of the panel because it was a pretty diverse array of projects that maybe most people haven't learned so much about. So I thought it was great, well moderated, had a lot of fun.
Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, thanks for inviting me for this thing, and looking forward to meet friends here. And also, I think Tron. I mean, since we're only 2 blocks away, looking forward to invite friends from this event over to ours as well.
Yeah, it's first time in a OKCoin office. I have seen it's in the pictures. The ticker is there. You need to take pictures of it. It's super cool. So a pleasure to be here, and it's always pleasure to come to San Francisco and see all of these cool Silicon Valley stereotypical nerds going around here and hustling.
I actually liked it very much, especially I take personally security really seriously, because many of my clients, they're kind of people that like security and they don't want things to be leaked. So I did enjoy especially the Java person. I'm terrible with names.
Brendan something.
Yes, Brendan something. I liked his 2 cents about the security and everything because I try to strive. I don't have that many apps on my phone. I just uploaded Telegram because of necessity, but otherwise I try to keep it clean because, you know, a lot of apps, they do check your phone all the time. So I did enjoy that part specifically. And I do think it was interesting.
Actually, I come late, so I cannot comment on it. But so far, I met so many good friends in here. I love it. I love seeing my good friends over in here.
I think I'm very excited to be here in the blockchain circle here. I feel that this is like the ground zero of the blockchain movement for the world. Everywhere else, people are looking to here to know the latest movements and then give them good ideas to move ahead with the whole blockchain phenomena, I think. So I'm really excited to be here and learn from the smart guys here.